Meanwhile, the devastating storm is headed now towards Puerto Rico, and that's where our Tony Dokoupil is in San Juan today with the latest on the hurricane's path.
Yeah, good afternoon, Vlad. Well, the outer bands of Irma are really starting to whip the eastern edge of Puerto Rico. This was calm just a few moments ago. Now the rain bands are moving in. Now the wind is moving in, and this hotel, a large one on the eastern edge, is being evacuated. All rooms emptied out at 11:30. People are gathering in a ballroom to ride out the storm. The big questions here in Puerto Rico, first, how bad is the storm going to be? The current forecast is that the eye is going to be about 50 miles off the eastern coast, but the winds can spin far enough out that the eastern edge of Puerto Rico is still expecting to see heavy rain, heavy wind, and a storm surge. The governor this morning warned between 6 and 12 inches are expected. Along San Juan beaches, trenches were dug to funnel the storm surge into pipes, hoping to save some of the buildings along the front water line there. Sandbags and barricades are common. It's hard to find a window here that is not boarded up. Power is another big question. So that's how significant will the storm be, and then how will the island itself weather it? For the past 10 years, Puerto Rico has been in an economic recession. Major infrastructure projects have not gotten done. Fixing of other buildings, maintenance projects has not gotten done. As a result, there's real concern here that buildings and electrical lines, the electrical grid won't be able to stand a Category 5 storm or any semblance of such a storm. So the head of the island's power company warned that residents should brace for power outages as long as a week, and even in some areas as long as 6 months. So that's the question of impact. And then there's recovery. That recession has been so significant that Puerto Rico has actually filed for a form of bankruptcy. It is tens of millions of dollars in debt. And while the governor promises that there is money in the emergency coffers to respond to this storm, they've opened shelters, they've got doctors in place, they can make a response, but can they rebuild? That is a major open question. How bad will it be? Are they prepared? And will they be able to rebuild when this storm finally blows over? Vlad?